Meeting and start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, thank you everybody for coming. Good morning. And let's go to the approval of the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Approval of claims for payments.
I'll make the motion to approve claims for payment.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Proclamation of Child Abuse Prevention Month. I'll just
This is
open it up.
Jana.
Jana, I'll open it up to you.
Okay. My name is Jana Enfield, and I am the Executive Director at Child Abuse Prevention Services in Marshall County. We also serve Hardin County and Tama County with some programs as well. So what we're just wanting to bring before the board is a proclamation for a countywide Child Abuse Prevention Month recognition. And I just might read the proclamation. Is that all right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Whereas Iowa's children are one of the most precious resources in our state and provide the hope for a brighter tomorrow in Iowa. Whereas 92 Hardin County children were confirmed to be victims of child abuse and had the 12th highest rate in the state of Iowa in 2012. Whereas the effects of child abuse are felt by entire communities and preventing this tragedy depends upon involvement of people throughout the community. Whereas effective child abuse prevention succeeds because of partnerships created between parents, practitioners, schools, faith communities, healthcare organizations, law enforcement agencies, and the business community. Whereas all citizens need to be more aware of child abuse and neglect and its prevention within the community and be involved in supporting parents to raise their children in safe, nurturing society. Therefore, we, the Hardin County, sorry, I was there yesterday, Hardin County Board of Supervisors do hereby proclaim April as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Hardin County, Iowa, and urge all citizens, community agencies, religious organizations, medical facilities, and businesses to increase their participation in efforts to prevent child abuse and neglect, thereby strengthening the communities in which we live. So that is the proclamation that I'm submitting for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jana.
Do I hear a motion on that or have any questions to ask? Where can we get a hold of you at?
I left my business card there. We do provide our sexual abuse prevention programs throughout Hardin County. We have a crisis child care and a respite child care program available also in Hardin County. We have a crisis intervention program available here as well. So we're working on a lot of community awareness with some of the other partners, whether it be the DCAT board, which Ron sits on, or working with Achieve Mental Health is helping me with some activities for Child Abuse Prevention Month. So you'll be seeing some things going on among businesses and schools and things like that this year around that. So certainly just any information about our programs and services, I've left some information. So please get in contact with us and help us spread the word.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thanks, Jana.
Thanks. We have
I'll make a
tornado drill.
motion to accept and approve the proclamation Child Abuse Prevention Month.
I will second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none. Do I need a roll call on that? All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries.
Do you want to take a
Well, we're going to take a break right now for a tornado drill. If everybody just wants to head outside.
Head outside for the
Head
tornado?
outside.
Head outside. All right, number 7, ineligible homestead military credits to be disallowed for 2013 and 2014.
We'll talk really slow until our recorder gets back here to record. I will go ahead and make that motion to disallow the military homestead credits for 2013, 2014 for as listed.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right.
Aye. Motion carries for 2013 and 14. Approval of the 2013 business property tax credit applications. This is a list of applications that are in that book. If you guys want to read them individually,
You want me to read them, each one of them?
it's choose, yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2013 business property tax credit applications recorded in the books on our table.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Rental agreement with Central Iowa Recovery, and is Lynn in the room yet? Yep, there we go. You want to go ahead and start with that?
Just briefly, Central Iowa Recovery, is the entity that Hardin and about 7 or 8 other counties formed a couple years ago. And we have 2 practitioners now that serve Hardin County. And the board has been talking about this and decided that, because we do have to rent some property from for counties that don't have county-owned property to offer. So we decided that we would also allow counties to get paid something for their office space. So this is for rental for 2 offices over in our building at $200 per office per month, so that would be $400 a month that we can bring in as revenue. If you guys approve this lease, we offer them the use of our copier, and they're hooked in through our wireless internet for internet service, and then Jody goes in and empties their garbage and stuff for them. So, but we took one office that used to be our part-time person, and then we had one that our case manager that's mostly in Iowa Falls used occasionally, but she didn't use it that much, so we'll just find another spot for her, so we were able to find 2 offices. The agreement, and then we'll send it on to them for their signature, and it'll be effective April 1st.
Okay. Thank you. Do we have a motion on that?
I'm going to make that motion that we approve the rental agreement that we have before us for Central Iowa Recovery.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Appointments to Veterans Affairs Commission. What we have is Paul Bateman, who passed away here recently, and Rex has found a female, which we've been looking for years to keep this gender balanced, who is willing to take this, who is Bonnie Whitaker from Ackley. And we are looking to finish out his term that ends July 1st.
I'll make a motion to appoint Bonnie Whitaker to Veterans Affairs Commission.
I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
I'd like to thank her for stepping up and wanting to be part of a commission or a board. I know we have lots of them in the county, and it takes a lot of time sometimes to be part of these, so we have been looking a long time for a female person to be on that board with the new legislation that's come down. So this is really a good thing for the board to have her come on board, so thank you to her.
I'd like to thank Paul Bateman for all the years that he's served
Yes.
on the board as well. And condolences to his family. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. Change of status in the recorder's office.
You want them all?
We have Cheryl Lawrence, who has been here for 25 years and has given her resignation and has found another job.
I'll make a motion to accept the change of status in the recorder's office, the resignation of Cheryl Lawrence, and thank you to all of the work that she's done for us over the years.
I will second that and ditto everything you both have said. We do appreciate everything she has done and wish her well in her ventures.
It's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion? I'd thank her the same. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next we have is change of status community services is Marcia Kendall. If I'm correct, she hasn't been there. Lynn, has Marcia been there for some time?
She's been employed for several years, but for the last year, she's hardly worked at all because she'd been looking for full-time employment, and she got a job, and for a while she was coming in maybe one day a month to help out, but Kelly and I talked and thought we should just go ahead and get her off the record since she hasn't been in now for several months, so.
Okay. Do I hear a motion on Marcia?
I'll make a motion to accept Marcia's resignation and thank her for her work over the years.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next we have is the Sheriff's Office, Dennis Beadle. I don't know anything about him.
Was full-time, chose to go part-time, and part-time wasn't getting the hours that he wanted and has resigned.
I'll make that motion to accept that resignation.
And I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Thank you for his years of service also. Any more? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Then we go to the engineer's office. Change of status in the engineer's office. Terry Clemens. Who is moving up to maintenance operator number 1. Is that correct?
I'll make a motion to approve the change of status with Terry Clemens, and this is a promotion. So congratulations to Terry.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Last, I have David Helsbeck, who's going to a machine operator number 3. Seasonal.
Seasonal.
Cecil.
Do I hear a motion on his?
I will make that motion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Utility permit, secondary roads department.
No utility permits. We're just hauling sand right now, mixing, we finally got salt. So, can we jump into the next item?
Yes. Discussion of road vacation request.
Roger, I forget your last name.
Sutton.
Sutton is requesting, looking at possible road vacation up at is it the Pines?
Pine Lake Camps.
Okay. So I gave you kind of a procedural, how we do it with the IMs, but if you could explain what they're thinking or what they want. And
I go ahead and explain to us what
Okay.
you want there.
Yeah, I'm Roger Sutton, Guest Services, the Maintenance Director of Pine Lake Camps. We're on the south side of Pine Lake Park, and 230th Street dead ends into the camp. And we now own property on both sides of the road, and our guests and campers and staff really use the road like it's ours. And for a number of reasons: liability, traffic control, site control. In the event of an emergency, we'd just like to request the state or the county to consider vacating the portion of the road beyond where it is bounded on both sides. And I've got a map if you want to visualize what we're proposing.
This is where it comes up from Pine Lake.
Well, this is 256th Street, or S56 here, comes into the camp up the hill. The old sawmill is here.
Okay.
And then makes the corner, and at this point where our sign is now, we own property on both sides, and what we would propose would be the option of being able to call that the end of the road. It ends now up here where our primary parking area is. So from this point on, we'd like to have, just take responsibility for that, and at some point maybe consider gates, but leave enough room here so vehicles could turn around if they get hung up in there, that there would be.
Is that going to be a large enough turn and maintainer around if we
Yeah,
had to?
we
Yes.
talked about that.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that we have enough
Yeah.
for a maintainer to turn around.
And I don't know at what point there would be a gate there most of the season, because I'm running in and out of there all the time, but we would just like the ability to, and in the event of a active shooter or some strange emergency, we would like to be able to slam the gate and control, so.
Okay, well, thank you.
And it kind of, with people, are able to go back in there, really, it's the camp on all sides of it. There's some strange people out there, and maybe limit them to access to that,
Your recommendation?
that we follow through with this. So I'll get the information to Randy, and we can start the process, and then I think, from the looks of it, you'll probably have to set a public hearing, but we can do that. Get that all ready to go. I'll talk with Randy this week and move forward with it.
So it's been a functional road since the mid-1800s, and it started as a logging road. I'll tell you, that's
I got Joe
historic,
and,
man.
I got Joe and Bruce on it. So.
So we need a motion to direct you to go ahead with this
Sure.
procedures. Do I hear that motion?
I'll make a motion that we move forward to with the procedures to a public hearing to get any public input on this from other people and go from there.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. What
Well,
else?
the next item we have, the New Providence maintenance shed. Terry got a couple estimates for replacing or covering the roof with metal. I might give copies of that to you guys. So he kind of done all the legwork. I'll let him, if you have any questions, answer it. If anything you want to say about it, Terry.
I was just comparing the material list, and Schaefer Construction really wasn't that specific on all the materials where Hubbard Co-op is, IAS. And there's about $2,000 difference. And it looks like they're pretty comparable as far as the materials being used. So, it'd all be steel, complete roof.
Is there any difference in the thickness of the steel at all?
29 gauge.
Both of them?
Yeah. So, Schaefer Construction is at $12,400, and Hubbard, then they deal with PCJ Construction out of Hubbard, and I've checked into their quality of work. They do good work, so they're at $10,262.
Okay. This is something that needs to be fixed. We talked about it
Yes.
a couple of weeks
it's-
ago.
Yeah, it needs to be fixed before the rains come.
Shingles are missing on the south side of the roof right now. It's down to the wood sheeting, so.
That house that way once. Do you want to make a motion to approve one or the other?
I would make a motion that we go with a low bid. I know roofs are very important to buildings. Once the roof starts to go, it'll take the rest of the building in a real hurry. So
Yeah.
if this is a building that we were planning on keeping and using in the future, then we need to keep a good roof on it. So I'll make a motion that we accept the low bid.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Other business. You got anything else, Darren?
Just what color do you want?
I had a hard time finding you earlier. Just thought I'd point that out. Any other business? Hearing none, I'll ask for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, we're adjourned.
Started.